Well, it's gotten dark on us. But we have all this water. We'll take it with us. 2 liters is plenty. And it is dark. We're relatively good on food. We're relatively good on sleep. What else did we leave in the locker? We left behind, because we need to do a bunch of crafting right now, because it is dark. We have supplies. We need to do crafting. We will make some herbal tea. I'll just take all, because I don't think that I kept any on. Oh, never mind, I did. Never mind. I had thought that we didn't. What we didn't bring with us is all the extras. We'll take the energy bar with us, because I want to have something that's not this banged up pork and beans. It's not great, but I am a little concerned about eating it. Alright, let's make some coffee for the morning. We'll cook the coffee in the morning. Let's make some herbal tea for now. And we'll make another one to take with us. It won't be warm, but it should allow us to rest while we're out. If I wasn't trying to kill time, I think we could be, you know, preparing items at this point in time and doing all sorts of other things, but I'm not too concerned about that. Alright, where is our... Sure, we did the wounded trapper. How are we for our side quest? We need to make dressings and teas to do that. And then hopefully the rabbit as well. Wow. We can make more wound dressings, and then we can make teas. That's fine. We have some prepared rose hips and some prepared reishi mushrooms, so we're good there. We'll just cook one of each. Won't take but a moment. Look at all these different things here. Torches require 3 sticks. Can of gunpowder. That's something we'll eventually have to make. Stump remover, dusting sulfur, 2 charcoal. I wonder where to get charcoal. Not entirely sure. Well, I don't think we need to carry all of that with us. It gets even heavier when we carry it around like this. It's double the weight. It does have calories, which is nice, but we have reishi tea, we have antibiotics, we have painkillers, we have... this is actually... but this is 5 doses. I still think that the old man's beard dressing is more efficient. Let's double check that they're the same. I think they are. We come in here to medical. Useful for cleaning wounds. Prevents infection. Antibiotics. That should cure us from any sort of food poisoning. And a painkiller. It's just a lot more than we need, so I am going to go ahead and... the benefit they have is that they've got calories, but I'm going to go ahead and put them up. We have not been really found wanting for calories in any sort of way. So we're going to put our faith in medicine. 26.11. Anything else that we can repair, get rid of? We were going to take this light shell apart. Get 2 cloth for it. Sure, that sounds good. The only thing that kind of needs to be repaired are our crappier socks, and I feel like we can go ahead and spend cured leather and boots. I think that's fine. We should have some cured leather in here. Interestingly enough, we don't. We'll need to make a note to take apart something for leather at some point in time in the future. Driving gloves or something. Again, this doesn't seem to do anything, so goodbye. I guess we don't need this cloth if we're not going to repair everything, so transfer. I'm tempted to leave some of these behind, but they're just not that much in the grand scheme of things. 11 bullets is the same weight as 1 flare. I should almost just leave a flare behind instead. The axe is pretty good. What else? I think we're going to take our tools with us. Normally we don't. It's heavy. But I think we want to take our tools with us. Because we can probably try and repair things like a can opener. If we have metal. Let's see if we can. Workbench. Tools. Here we are. Repair. No? Not that way, anyway. What about through actions? Repair. Yes. Scrap metal. Okay. So we'll need to make sure that we get some scrap metal. We can get this, I think, from... Nope. I thought we could do it from recycling cans, but that's not an option. Anyway, we'll take it with us. Even though our bedroll is really why we're so low on weight. This is aggravating. Alright, we're not going to take the wood. We don't need it. Crow feathers? 0.1 kilograms. We're going to put it aside. We don't really need it. 2 of the cloths. Sure. We're going to have one of these teas before bed, so that's fine. I'm going to put the fire striker up. As much as I would like to try using the fire striker and using the magnifying lens, I don't think we need them at the moment. We have so many matches that it's ridiculous. Rye bar is fine. Prepared reishi mushrooms and rose hips weigh almost nothing, and they're worth keeping with us. Transfer one bullet out of there. Transfer a sewing kit out. We're definitely getting rid of some of this water. We can kind of make more at any time, so just a little bit. Coffee weighs almost nothing, it's fine. I'm still keeping the whetstone. No, we'll put the whetstone aside. We have put up almost everything that I care to put up. We could put up the rifle cartridges, I guess. We have 10 in the gun. We almost never fire it, so good enough. And then we have the crackers, but crackers will probably be our breakfast. I guess it's time for us to think about going to sleep. We'll have our cup of herbal tea, which really is just nice to have more than anything else. And we'll try and sleep 8 hours. There's no way we'll sleep 8 hours. Well, I was afraid that it would still be very windy outside, but it looks like it's not going to be. Let's have some breakfast. Let's step outside real quick. I want to pick up the meat we left outside and see if its condition has degraded. Very little, actually. Okay, so that's what we're going to start doing. If we have raw meat, we'll try and find a place to put it outside. Maybe I should have put it in the trunk. We will try that next time. Oh, that'll feed us really well, actually. We're going to make a few cups of coffee here. It'll be free energy for us, just in case we lose energy along the way. And I think we'll drink this one. We need a little more potable water, that's fine. I am still kind of disappointed, if I'm being honest, that we haven't found a knife. It's starting to bug me. Huh, those are made of antlers. Drink ourselves delicious coffee. That'll help warm us up. That'll give us a nice bit of energy on our way. 880 calories. Absolutely. Fill us up. Oh, close. How much water did that leave us? Not that we can't make more, but just out of curiosity. Was that all of our water? That was in fact all of the water. Alright, well we'll take another half liter with us. I thought it was, since it didn't completely fill us up. $23.74, and we picked up the floor mat, so We managed to cut some weight. Fatigue reduced, warming up. We're slaked, we're not particularly hungry. We'll find more along the way. It's fine. Not one granola bar. Kind of a thing. I am just going to check on the traps real quick. Looks like one of them already went off. Fantastic.
What have we here?
I don't know if it's a thing that we want to keep using. I guess it is. Condition was not seriously degraded. I'm going to put the rabbit here. I don't know what freezing is possibly going to do to it. But I don't think I want to carry it around. Alright. We've got to get to the train tracks and then head south to the Forlorn Muskeg. We have no reloads for the rifle. I'm fine with that. I do want to try shooting something. I'm even willing to shoot a deer. Even if we can't take the deer with us. It would be wasteful in the extreme, but we have to practice with this. The 2 times that we fired this gun, we've missed the wolf. We can't keep doing that. If I recall right, a muskeg is a swamp. I wonder what that will look like. I suspect there may be a generous amount of old man's beard. Though I think we're doing okay on that. We've got a fish. We completed the basics of survival again, so caches. I'll be interested to find that one cache and see how far it takes us. 50%, 33%, 25%. With a little basic math, we'll know exactly how much. Where did you go? Wow, he really went. He's up there on the hill. I'm very tempted, but that's a bit far. Alright, we've lost our warming bonus, and it is sufficiently cold that we are starting to go down, so let's just make progress. This is the angle we want, sideways like this. Okay, here are the tracks, so we just have to go through that tunnel. Welcome to the Forlorn Muskeg. So I've been trying to pay attention to what it means when we pant out breath. And I think it means it's getting colder. It makes sense. I just couldn't tell you if that's an actual indicator or just something that happens randomly. Scrub brush. Those are great. 7 sticks for 10 minutes of work. I don't need all those sticks, but that's great. And I see one there and one over there. Those are the types of stump that have reishi mushrooms on it, but I don't see any. Luckily, I don't see any wolves either, at the moment. Does not mean that they won't show up. I'm willing to risk a bear fight, or not a bear fight, but a wolf fight and a little bit of injury, given the amount of healing items that we're carrying. If it gives us a chance to practice with our rifle. A radio tower of some sort. Alright. Looks like ice of some sort. Alright. Wind seems to be coming on, but it's at our back. There's the wolf. I think we're going to try and stay off the ice. I want to say one of the event warnings said something about ice. You can fall through or something? Okay. This is a bit of a wreck. Even if everything could somehow go back to normal. Which admittedly seems really unlikely. Huh, did you hear that? Sounded like something walking on ice. Alright.
This'll come in handy.
We're gonna grab that balaclava. It's probably better than our other item. Stick. What is this? I'm gonna take it. We've got our toolbox with us. We may be able to kill some time by repairing our that was silly of me. Shouldn't have done that. Repairing our can opener. And we'll need scrap metal for that. Dog food. I think 2 scrap metals is enough. Firewood, I'm already carrying some. Aha! Found some supplies. Poacher's Camp.
Hope I can still eat this.
Great. That's going to be interesting. Call a wolf in Mystery Lake, Forlorn Muskeg, and Broken Railroad regions. Okay, well, you know, good training. This is a fantastic place to come back to.
That'll come in handy.
I'm going to take it, and I think I'm going to go ahead and deploy it. This is probably, well, we're halfway. This is probably one of our camps for returning, but I'm fine for right now. Also, we have a well-fed. We finally got our well-fed bonus. And we can carry an extra 5 kilograms. Excellent. Okay, so this place is great, and we'll almost certainly stop here at some point in time. But now the need to kill a wolf is getting very real. We have an actual quest to do so. I want to keep an eye out for good perches to do so. We're pretty wet, but not too bad. But I feel a lot better about shooting a wolf if I'm up on top of something it can't get to very quickly. Oh shit. There's a wolf right ahead of us. Eating his dinner. Wow. We're gonna see how close we can get. We don't have anything that should attract his attention to us. No extra scent or anything. He seems very involved with his dinner. Well, that did take him right out. A wolf carcass. 1% frozen. I want his hide. 40 minutes. 45 with the hatchet. I'm not too concerned about his meat at the moment, so... But we could harvest both of these. Let's look about making a fire. I don't know if it's so windy that it'll be a problem or not. It is windy.
Come on. Come on.
$16 minutes seems okay. Here, have that cedar firewood and even a piece of coal. Alright. Wolf carcass. We're going to take the hide. And we're going to look at his lunch. Left his hide and a little bit of meat. I'll take the meat. I think our fire just burned out, but that's okay. Oh, it's because it's really windy. Alright. Let's get out of here. Unfortunately, we are going to stink a little bit, attracting the attention of wolves, but it's not that bad. I'm keen on having the wolf belt, actually. Because I would like to know. I suspect that you can make something out of all the animals, right? We know that we can make rabbit gloves and rabbit hats. Wonder if we can make some sort of wolf pants or a wolf coat. And then I'm curious about what we can make from the bear. I suspect we will find out what we can make from the bear this chapter, because we are dealing with the old bear. I don't know if running across the ice is the right move, but I figure the less time we spend on the ice, the better. It is cold. We are getting wet. I think I will harvest one of these bushes for their sticks, because we used up a good amount of our coal. Well, not coal, but we used a good amount of our kindling in the lake. I don't see anything intriguing out here on the Muskeg at all. There's no fishing huts or cabins out there that I can see, which means that we'll have to go more off the beaten path if that's the case. I had been hoping that was a piece of coal. Hear that cracking ice sound. That's not inviting. Scrap metal, a stick. Aha. Blood-soaked note. Judging by the amount of blood frozen on this page, the author wasn't doing too well when they wrote it. First, it was the expletive rancid meat, then the sprained ankle, then the expletive convict out of nowhere gave him the slip by falling down a damn ravine. Of course, that's when expletive wolves came. I dropped my stuff and ran as much as I could with a sprained ankle. If you're reading this is as far as I got. I never should have tried to leave Milton. Find a cache at the end of the ravine in the broken railroad region. Well, we're close. I find it disorienting that we went south, and then the tunnel brought us this way. Like we're just moving different directions on the map. Let's search the corpse.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
A hoodie and a windbreaker. Well, he was not particularly prepared, was he? I've left some scrap wood so that we might grab it some other time. I don't know that we'll need it, but I do know that we don't need it right now. We're carrying a good amount of sticks. We are carrying coal. We're already carrying a piece of firewood. We just need to keep moving. We've got to get out of the snow. It is, kind of seriously wetting us down. Do you hear those crows? I hadn't noticed them before. That's interesting. Those crows are not circling around something. They were flying in a direction. I wonder what that means.
lead you back to me.